on your own. Oh, you are guaranteed to fucking perish, aren't you? What do you want me to do? He literally just said, and I'm not asking again. What do we got up here? A lovely little shrine, and all my other blessings wore off in the middle of that? That was a conversation. That's not fair. I swear we had like another 3 blessings, didn't we? Oh, and I've been stomping on the graves of all your lovely little war friends. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be that much of an absolute monster. I didn't even notice. The dark glow caverns. Well, I mean, as much as I do want you to, you know, continue existing and everything, what the f- where did you come from? I'm meant to be dealing with Tuatha. I don't have time for this big fucking crumbly bastard. Crumbly? It's not the word I was going for, but I kind of absolutely love it. So whatever, you're a crumbly bastard now. Let's summon in Bone Bitch, and I am gonna hit the thing I never, ever bothered to do. And for good reason. Apparently it sucks so much worse than literally anything else I'm capable of. Can you just hit the floor, for fuck's sake? How come that doesn't stun you? I guarantee that will- oh. Oh, that wasn't a stun. It looked like a stun, but no, it's just you winding out to whack-a-mole me. Ugh. Oh, maybe this will? Maybe the Jihad will? The Jihad is always, like, way more powerful than I expect it to be. And I think it's because it hits, like, a single target. Well, I mean, it can hit tons. But each individual big boom hits a single target only. And I think maybe that's why it makes them flinch so damn hardcore. And I am a very, very big fan of that, because otherwise, oh my god, I can't deal with those goddamn trolls. I know I was, like, one-shotting those trolls for fucking ages, and I was really complaining about how easy they were. But I did not expect it to get that fucking difficult again that goddamn quick. And they don't really have a chance of beating me, even on... what difficulty are we on? We're on the highest difficulty, right? We're on hard. So it was the hardest difficulty in the original release, but I believe they released another one with a remaster? Which I assumed was going to be like Dark Souls level of pain. So I didn't choose it when we, I didn't choose it for this, LP. I now kind of wish that we did, because everything is so fucking easy. But then again, as much as I enjoy the combat, much as I think the combat is slick as hell, and as much as I love being a mage, I don't think I would ever want to do a incredibly hard run on mage. Because I think most of the really fun bits of the combat come from your weapon attacks. And come from being like as mobile as possible. And not just absolutely dominating with the same attack after the same attack after the same attack. I love being a mage and it is an insane power trip. But I think it might have been the worst idea possible for this game. Wait. Aren't they the guys you're supposed to deal with? What am I supposed to be doing? Where am I even going? Tuatha Priest. What? Is he charging after my new fucking friend? Why are you part of this? Oh, you're a sentry. Sentry as in like the dude watching over whatever the fuck? Or the sentry as in sentry gun? So I guess you were supposed to go up there and you just missed your fucking cue for the quest. That's one guy dead, dude. I don't think that's the end. Is it the end because I already killed the people you were supposed to kill? Because this is stupid. You're just never gonna stop running now, will you? There we go, I guess, sort of, maybe.
It has begun, but we must press on lest the Tuatha secure the high ground.
I have no idea what this is. This mission is stupid.
Each must be killed before we can advance.
I mean, if I have to.
Until later, then.
It's gonna be just like another one guy. It's gonna be just as pathetic as like Agarth, what are you doing here? No, you didn't. They're dead.
Or are these crystals growing?
Don't crystals always grow? Isn't that the point of crystals? How else do you think they fucking just come into existence? They just appear one day? I mean, I guess this is a fantasy world, but shut up, Agarth. Is everything alright?
Just got myself tied up in some trouble with the locals. Nothing I can't handle. Honestly, I haven't had this much fun in decades.
Need any help?
Not on your life. This old man can still take care of himself, you know? But I will take just a moment to catch my breath. Stupid old lungs.
You look 35, Max. But then again, like, people who are meant to be 5,000 in this universe look only about 30, so I can't say anything.
I'll meet you at vengeance.
I don't know if I'm meant to doubt anyone on my main team. Like, obviously they want me to doubt Aelin, and now they want me to doubt Ventrinio. And obviously they do both have dark pasts. They are sneaky little bastards. Naelin has even admitted that she's hiding quite a lot from us. But Agarth is always the one who plants those seeds. And I thought, originally, he was sort of just like, the generic human male companion that every single fantasy or sci-fi RPG, or just any party-based RPG has for all time. Like, every single game ever will have one of them. And I mean, I know he isn't this isn't a party-based RPG or anything, but I assumed he was the equivalent, right? Now I'm not so sure. Now I'm thinking that maybe he's the one I'm supposed to doubt or something, but I mean, the game hasn't built that up in the slightest. So I don't know why I'm worried at all. I guess I just don't want him to betray me because he is my favorite fucking boy and always will be. Excuse me? There's a sneaky little lore stone hiding down there. How dare you? It's an alabaster stone too. We don't have any of those. I think? Maybe we have one of the... Oh, we do have those, because they're the ones that talk to me, and I'm absolutely fucking horrified by them. We've only found one before, but they seem to have adapted to address me directly. I don't know if they're adapting in, like, real time or whatever the fuck. Not, like, in game design purposes, but in lore, in the world. I don't know if they are, like, trying to talk to me, or if they've just recently been created, but either way, it's terrifying. And if they have recently been created, then that just lends credence to the idea that maybe this is what Gadflow wants. So, I mean, his army can just regenerate, so every time we push him back, he can only just launch an even bigger assault on us this time. Oh, you adorable little captain. I thought you were actually going to try this time around, but he just ran away from the only threat he's ever fucking showed up to. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, I guess he had to fight in the last few seconds, but, I mean, I guess you landed a whole single hit. Good for you, buddy. So glad I dragged you along, maybe, kinda. Ah, Prisma Chakram's absolutely nothing good. And I think we're done with the Shadow Pass. No, we're not even close. I lied to you. I'm sorry. Diceterus Travis.
Excellent work. The main Tuatha encampment lies ahead. Take cover with me there, and we'll discuss the final assault. The Tuatha are consumed by madness and deserve only death. We shall give it to them.
What do we need to do?
The main Tuatha encampment
Yeah,
lies
that's
ahead.
literally what you just
Take
said.
cover
Oh, for
with me.
fuck's sake, I thought maybe we could have a tactic. Maybe we could actually try and do a military for once. But no, just charge in, do a murder, and it's all over.
Coldly
Great.
gleam in a precise line. For us who chew on hollowed bones, while alive we wail vapid moans. It's delight for us to feed, to feast, we the winter of the east. We the corpses in putrid bloom, we of decay and twilight gloom, will never halt our hungered wait, till spilled blood is on our plate. So come into our lands at night, and see an endless wintry sight.
But I don't think that's what you're about at all. Like, yeah, you're all about death, you're all about decay and everything, but you don't cause this death, you don't cause this decay, you just worship it, and you perpetuate it in your landscapes and everything, and when you die, I guess you create horrible fucking ritualistic messes like this thing. Like, it's the most exposed, elaborate bondage dungeon I think I've ever seen. That's gone right into a place where giant, horrible wooden stakes do not really belong. In fact, that arse has become a mangled fucking monstrosity. What is that even supposed to look like? I don't want to know. I'm just glad I was never this guy. I'm glad I was never any of these guys. And, Tuatha bondage dungeons, man, they're even more messed up than the Germans. Let's see what we got around here. Some plants. Okay, great. Can't wait to turn those into potions, and you, poor little tortured fucks, can be proud that your rotting bodies helped me make those potions eventually, sort of, maybe, and that's if I can even be bothered. Why are you just living in this puddle? What's got... You want to talk, buddy? You just having a nice little, sad, motionless bath? Good for you.
The Tuatha encampment is just ahead. It looks like they are led by
But I thought that's where we were, what?
I cannot deceive you. This will be a suicide mission. but we've come too far to turn back now.
No, it won't. I have plot armor. I'm the protagonist, idiot. What should I do now? I mean, he literally just told us, I don't want to charge right in. I want to keep you alive. Oh, I wish there were more, like, optional ways to keep a dude alive. And he is very, very, very jolly about this suicide. That's a troll. That's not where I'm going. Please don't end up dying here. I don't want you to die here and then it'd be like, oh, you have to finish what we started, and just have it be even more fucking boring at the end. No, at least I can see him die in a relatively, interesting battle. The amount of fucking trolls I've taken on, the amount of Prismere trolls we've taken on at that. And they're like the big special rare kind. I've taken on at least fucking 50 at this point. Fuck out of here. To be fair, I probably haven't taken on 50 trolls total, but it fucking feels like it. They are everywhere. Like, fuck, he didn't die to that. Fate's Hand, huh? Oh, that's kind of amazing. It means I miss out on some elemental resistance, but I mean, if this fits, if this looks right, I'm going with it. It doesn't look right at all. It looks horrible. I hate everything about that. But I almost can't resist! Oh, I hate it! Is that like a, It's called so many different things in so many different games. But, oh, let me see if I can remember. Stitching! In like at least 3 games I played, it's called Stitching, where you take the looks of one set of gear and the stats of another, and you basically just trade them around. Hound? Sidon? Sidon, you want to get involved? Because I'm in a suicide mission right now, and I'd really like to not perish. That would definitely be preferable. Man, you got a pretty little view. Or at least you would if you weren't just staring at the horrible fucking rocky ground all the time. Why do you have to be so boring? I'm in love with you. Maybe that's why I'm doubting Agoth now. I'm not blinded by his love when I'm blinded by this guy's instead. Alright then. How far to vengeance?
Still got plenty of this blasted wasteland to go. You're lucky you don't remember how beautiful they used to be. Before Gadflow. Keep your wits
I mean, I still kind of find this beautiful, I have to say.
Are alive, and inside them, I feel something horrible and hungry.
Maybe that makes me a completely disastrous human being, but I mean, Alabastra is genuinely one of the prettiest places we have been to in the entire game. I am loving it here. I'm even kind of liking its linear structure. Like, as much as I'm complaining about the easy fights and just the relatively boring quest design, charging down here with a general of the Alpha army, especially as an Alpha, it feels pretty damn cool. It'd feel cooler to do it with an entire army. And to, like, find this dude's, reinforcements along the way and whatever, but apparently that's not a thing, but it still feels fucking awesome. And having, Alabastra as the backdrop for that, I imagine doing this in Dalen's Hearth wouldn't be nearly as cool. How did you get here so fast? Let me guess, Shadow Walk?
I've spent countless
Shadow Skip? I forget what it's called. Shadow Jump. Shadow... What?
I know a few shortcuts.
Could you maybe tell me? So I don't have to charge through all the fucking Tuatha lands that I could ever possibly do? Ugh! Wait, is that Bale? We are so close. This is horrifying. What? No, I just want to listen to the thing. What have I done? Oh, this guy got into a load of shit, because of course he did. Thank you, buddy. Just want to do my fucking audiobooks, my terrifying fantasy murderous audiobooks. Thank you.
Festers in the heart, and perfectly you play the part of hero to the summer's west, bringing Tuatha to their rest. Why do you try so hard in vain? Why bring the others senseless pain? Don't you see, mortal, don't you see the body impaled on the tree? Will you not witness their loss and feed upon the awful dross? Or walk again past corpses new without care for the rotting few?
When you said the corpse impaled on the tree, I thought that maybe there's a tree around here that just has my body on it. And that would I don't really give a fuck about Letharin. If my main character dies at the end of this game, which I'm pretty sure he won't, because, I mean, DLC that you can play after the end of the game, so it wouldn't really make any sense. But, I mean, I wouldn't really mind if Letharin ends up dying. I'm not attached to him like I'm attached to my Shepherd in Mass Effect. I'm not attached to him like I'm attached to my protagonist in, well, I was about to say in Dragon Age. I only really care about 2 of my Dragon Age protagonists, and that's from Origins and 2. Inquisition can fuck itself. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't really care about him, but I feel like seeing his body, like his past self just impaled, decaying, just stuck here in death would be quite a powerful moment. And I want everything about that, but no, it doesn't seem like the game was smart enough for that. Either that, or the game has something way better in store down the line, when I actually make my way into Bale. I just wonder how well... He absolutely loves murder, doesn't he? He's so jolly through all of this. Now he's hunting me down. I'm his next victim. And I welcome it with open arms. Please impale me on a tree.
But Shadow Pass is ours. I'll make camp here until reinforcements arrive. It was an honor to fight by your side. Maybe this will help you out.
Did you just... your mouth did not open once through that entire sentence. Are you Tirnoch? That was the most magical thing I've ever seen. And I rip stars out of the sky on a fucking 5-minute-ly basis. And you doing whatever the fuck you just did? That is witchcraft. I will burn you if I get a chance. I don't trust you. I don't trust you, Travis. Mainly because Travis is the least trustworthy name I've heard in my entire life, you 90s skater bro. Witch Knight Decidin.
He has killed countless Alfar. When the Tuatha first pushed us across the sea, Decidin led the vanguard. I lost many friends that day, and I have not forgotten the one who slaughtered them.
Okay, good, because he's dead. You can forget him now. Good for you. That's my good deed for the day. Now let's go commit atrocities without feeling bad for it. Ooh. And that is yet another lovely little lore stone. And what the fuck is that? Glow-load cavern. Really? You couldn't have made that sound a little bit less like spunk? Radioactive spunk? Thanks, game.
Became Gadflow's Tuatha by force.
How inviting.
Or by rebirth. The Winter Fae dwindled before this wave of frenzied strife. And before long, they were soldiers in an immortal army. Or they were outcast. The greatest of vengeance, Malwyn, Claran, Vescain among them, became his witch knights.
I think I've killed all of those ones.
Come again to
maybe not Vescain? Maybe those are the ones that I end in the main quest or something.
It was Gadflow the King without a winter.
The King without a winter? Lord Own. Lord Own is the embodiment of winter, if I remember correctly, because he was the sad boy of legend who was banging the happy lady of legend, right? And she made he made the embodiment of summer, who was her. He made her cry, right? Did I really fuck that up 4 times? I should have just done that myself. I would have one-shotted it because I am a god of lockpick. I'm really not. I suck in every possible way at that shit. What is this place? Why am I here? I mean, it was trapped behind a wall, which made me think that it was like a special boy dungeon, only for people with like really high detect hidden, and like not a quest thing, but now I am very much doubting that, and I am so very sad. Come on! Oh, not another titless. I don't have time for you. You're a shiny one as well. Okay. What, you just wanted to haunt my dreams later tonight? You're not even involved? Where are you? What are you fucking talking about? You're just gonna vomit up some eggs in the distance? No? Because you're not here? Why did that happen? I guess she just wanted to show off. I guess she's just trying to flirt with me from afar with her horrible, horrible subliminal messages. Okay. Well, you're not getting any of this, undead wang. It is all mine, and it's probably rotting. Wow. This looks really beautiful. The cave, not the rotting wang, for obvious reasons. No! I hate you! Can we bring in fucking Bone Bitch? In fact, he should still be alive, no? I definitely didn't do that a full 2 minutes ago, however the hell it however the hell long it takes. I can't speak English anymore. We basically just need to accept that for this series, because it has been happening since the fucking beginning. Please just die. Thank you. I hate having to use my heal spell, even though I plunged so many goddamn points in it. I don't know why, I just hate using it so very badly. No, I do know why, because it just swallows mana like it's nothing. It is so annoying. It's voracious. Is that a word? It is now. Whatever. It must be. Voracious? Vor fetish? Yeah. Maybe? Who the hell are you? Ashmore survivor. I don't think we've ever heard about Ashmore, so this makes literally zero sense to me. But at the same time, I'm already in love with all of you. I can't wait for the spiky orgy.
Especially after what your kind has done. Before, there was balance. The great cycle cradled us all. Now there is only death and despair.
Hello, lady?
Mortality is contagious.
Lady, have you ever heard of a little motherfucker called Gadflow? How are you blaming this on me?
It sickens me to think of all the destruction and malice he has brought to our people. Someday, he will be overcome. Perhaps, I suppose it is possible, by a mere child of dust such as you.
Okay, kind of a weird thing to bring up anyway, considering you're like the biggest supremacist we've seen in a while. And I literally just came across the fucking Knave, and the Knave isn't as bad as you. Bareth.
He was the wisest of us, the sage of Twilight Pass. His first lifetimes were spent as a House of Seasons guide, learning to trust the flow of the great cycle, to listen.
Could you have given him a half-decent name then?
And I fear for his safety. If you journey to Eventide, find him, for me.
Instead of the disgusting fucking deformed bastard child of Barry and Gareth. Like, just two of the most disappointing names in the English language. Ugh. At least you're Escher. At least that sounds vaguely mysterious. Or like a shit rapper from the early 2000s.
I am from the clan of Ashmore. After our home was destroyed, I went looking for survivors. These few remaining Fae I found in hiding. But I cannot guide them out of danger without aid.
So you found these guys? You're not even one of them. You're not even anything to do with Ashmore, as far as I could tell. Ah, the House of Seasons. Is this one last house that I can join before the game's over? Because I almost... it feels wrong to do an entire fucking faction questline when we're so close to the end. It feels like it's about to happen, and even all the side quests in this area, they very rarely just make me delve into places that I wouldn't be going to normally. Like, honestly, the Shadow Pass is the best representation of that I can think of, because the entire side quest just took us through the whole fucking pass in the most linear manner possible, and it felt great doing it. So just stopping and doing a whole faction quest line, unless it follows the same structure, which it would be really weird to do so, it doesn't really feel like the right time. Eventide.
At one time, the
or Eventide, sorry.
Thrived, until the Tuatha marched through the pass, slaughtering its people and razing its places.
And tell me more about the House of Seasons.
It was one of the 3 summer houses tending to Fae memorials to prepare them for their renewal on this land. I don't know what has become of it now.
So how many Fae houses have we now heard of? We've heard of Valor, we've heard of Ballads, now we've heard of Seasons. I also feel like I know about Courage, but maybe that was just me confusing Valor and Courage like really, really early on. It's just sort of broken my mind into pieces. That is very possible. Shadow Pass.
A dark and bleak land to the north.
But you realize you're trapped inside of it right now? This is Shadow Pass, you filthy liar! The Great Cycle.
There has never been such a certainty, such blind faith in the gifts of this world. But whether by Gadflow's hand, or your kin's clumsier ones, we are all in danger. Now we Fae perish as you do, never to return. Voices lost in the smoke of Gadflow's god. There is no winter and summer any longer. Only the autumn of falling leaves.
So the Fae do fucking die. Mortality is contagious. I thought that's what you meant by that, but then we've had so many conflicting takes on that shit. Because I always thought that was the case. I always thought that the Fae were no longer regenerating or whatever the fuck. So has Gadflow just been lying about it? Does he have a limited fucking swathe of boys? Or maybe he's the only one that is still regenerating through the power of Tirnoch instead of through the power of the Fae's natural regeneration. Because then that dude who was just waiting for his wife to regenerate, oh my god, he is stuck there forever. He's gonna fucking starve to death, or he's just gonna wander in there and find her rotting fucking corpse. And both those options, not exactly wholesome. And I gave him more reason to stay by him because I did his fucking ring quest for him. I went on a ring hunt, and I found so much ring. Twilight Pass.
Tuatha controlled the whole area. It saddens me to think how many of our land's treasures they have taken by now.
And lastly, how can I help?
Hoping to assuage your mortal guilt?
Shut up.
This I care not. But you have come at a fortuitous time. The Alfar armies bar any crossing their lines, stranding us here to die. But there is
Are we
another
seriously
route.
that much
The
scum?
Talons lead
I mean, I
north,
guess you are Winter
taking us
Fae,
right
and most of
under
them will
the
hate
Alfar
all
without
Winter
even
Fae,
knowing.
but...
But the way is very dangerous. Our people will not wait much longer, and some have already gone on their own. I must help these remaining to escape, even if I die to make it so.
What is there to fear?
The caverns of Twilight Pass were long ago seized by the Mergen. Their queens block the passages, spawning more of the beasts to hunt us down if we venture too close. It is a blessing that we've evaded them this long.
Lady, I've murdered like 50 just on the way here. You mean the fucking tit lizards? This is not a problem. They're basically in love with me. They're showing off for me as much as possible in order... Like, they're literally doing it through the walls with the power of fucking... Not telekinesis. I know this word. Come on, psychokinesis. No. Telepathy. There you go. That's a word. Using that to just flash their tits at me through the walls from another dimension. I think I got this. I'll help.
You are, by my reckoning, a step closer to absolution. No sins are entirely unforgivable. Not even those of mortals.
I mean, not even. You hate mortals.
My people are weak and unfit for
that line makes it sound like you absolutely love them.